Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty well, thank you for asking. Well, I'm gonna go over one of my products that I've bought several months back, the Titan Hack Press Compact Leg Press Machine. I wasn't exactly sure how to film this, if I needed to put it on a big stationary tripod, or if I needed to set this tripod down, or whatever I needed to do. So kind of bear with me. I think this is one of those things where you kind of want to move around and kind of look at stuff. So I hope that this turns out pretty well. Now, I'm not a reviewer. I'm not a professional reviewer. I don't claim to be. I'm just going to give you a little bit of the rundown on what this machine offers and my thoughts on it after several months of using it. And yeah, we'll just kind of give you a little bit of insight on what we think here. So again, it is the Titan leg press, compact hack squat, whatever you want to say. It's, yeah, you'll see it on their website. Now, the price right now is $699.99, and I don't remember if that's exactly what I paid or not. I can't remember. I bought mine several months back, almost a year ago. So it's going still pretty good. Still going fine. No issues. Forgive some of the darkness. I've only got so much light in here. So, let's go over a few of the specs here. I just wrote down a few things, okay? Now, this is a 35-degree angle press. A lot of your bigger type presses that you'll see in gyms and stuff, a lot of them seem to be more around the 45-degree angle. This is the 35-degree angle. And some of your bigger machines in that are a 35 degree, but a lot of them you'll see are 45s. So it is a 35 degree angle. Now, what does that mean? Well, in my humble opinion, without doing any research, it has less of an angle, which means you have less weight really that you're having to push. It's not as hard to push on the 35-degree angle as if it was a 45-degree angle. So I do kind of wish that it was more along the lines of a 45. Now, could you put something underneath the back to raise it up? I don't know. I don't know if I would, because then the bottom frame part would be off the ground. But anyway, you can try stuff out if you want. Let's go over a couple of the things here. It has 9.75 inches of Olympic horns, and they are chrome plated. Chrome plated. And they seem to do the job just fine. They seem to be holding up okay. It does have a 700-pound weight capacity, which is a lot of weight. Most people will not outgrow that, especially, you know, once you hit a certain age or whatever. You know, and a lot of us are not going for you know, extreme crazy weights. So 700-pound weight capacity is a lot more than what you think. I've only got about 400 pounds, 490. I think I have either 390 or 490. I never forgot. And doing that on there is a lot of weight. The footprint of the machine is roughly 46 by 60. It does have a diamond plated foot plate. That's roughly 25.25 inches by 23.25 inches. It is powder coated black, of course, like most things anymore. And it does have the badge, Titan fitness badge back here. It's a nice little brushed aluminum looking kind of a badge. Supposedly it has linear bearings on the guide rods for smooth operation. So whatever they want to call that. Let's see. I couldn't find where they mentioned anything about the gauge, the steel gauge, you know, the thickness of the steel. Most machines are going to roughly be 14 gauge or 11 gauge. I don't know. It seems like a lot of machines fall in those two categories. I'm not sure about this. I do know that it feels secure. It feels like a good, decent built machine, and I don't believe that I'm going to break it. Even if I were to load 700 pounds on it, you know, it feels the part. So, yeah. So I got a little something wrote down here. We're going to talk about the old elephant in the room. And if you've ever put one of these together, you know what I'm going to talk about, probably. And that is, number one, the lack of paper instructions, schematics, if you will. Titan Fitness does not give you paper instructions. You have to go online. That means you have to carry your little phone. Let me get my little phone. You got to carry your little phone with you and set this phone down with you and keep it with you at all times with Titan pulled up, and find their little PDF of their machines and stuff and get it on there, and have to zoom in and zoom out and zoom and scroll and look around, and your phone's timing out and shutting off, and you got to turn it back on, and you got to zoom in and zoom out and find where you're at. And horrible. And I have a computer with two big old monitors, but not in here. It's in my office. It's not in here in my gym. I do have a laptop, but I'm not over there using my laptop. You're on the floor putting something together. Include instructions, and they need to be well done instructions. Which leads me to the next issue, and that's the biggest issue probably, I guess. And that would be the spring that is included with the little mechanism that works the handle. I'll try and get a little picture, a little video here. Here's the handle. Okay? And this handle moves. When you push up on the bench, it releases. And you go like that, and that makes it free to move. See? And then you do like this, and it latches down here and catches on a little hook. Now, what the spring does is whenever you push the weight up to release the lever so you can freely move it, the spring automatically is supposed to make the lever, you know, release so you can start working out. Now, it doesn't work. It's horrible. The instructions are horrible. It's kind of a known issue. Months later, a few months later, I guess, few months, whatever it was, I finally got tired of dealing with it because it was grinding, taking the powder coating off my machine on the bottom, underneath the bottom rail. And so finally I was like, oh, okay, I'm done. So I unhooked the spring. The spring is still on there, and I don't think I can get a video of it, but the spring is still on the handle mechanism, but I have it kind of unhooked where it's just kind of in there. And it still works perfectly fine. The spring is only made to automatically move the handle when you are ready to start working out. All you gotta do is reach down and pull the handle up. You don't need the spring. And so I don't know if anybody else knows that. So, and it's gonna be hard to, you can't really video yourself here. But when you go like this, and you lift up, you know, there, now it's ready to go. And then, now it's latched, now it don't move. So, with the spring, it automatically pops up and then you can go. But like that, you got to do it yourself. It's a horrible design. I don't know who designed it, but it's horrible. And I know that there's other manufacturers out there that have pretty much these exact same sleds. I mean, almost identical. And I don't know if they're the exact same as far as how that spring works, but if they are, that's horrible. So, and I don't think I can get a picture of it, a video. Yeah, I can. See, I unhooked the spring. It's just in here. See? Horrible design. And yeah, so anyway, once I finally unhooked that spring, I like the machine a whole lot better. So would I recommend the Titan compact hack press, leg press, sled machine? I would, but at the same time, you can find some used machines on the marketplace and Craigslist that might do the job better, like a more traditional looking sled. And it might even be the combo sleds that has the leg press and the hack squat built in, which is, you know, you're getting kind of two machines in one there. So one of the main reasons that I went with this is because I could finance it. They allow you to finance, and that's what I did for 1 year. So it'll be paid off, like, I think in June. And it is the end of January right now. So we're getting close. And the payments were really cheap. And so that was the way that I went. Now, those of you that just have money floating around, you might be able to go on Marketplace and find a lot better option. So for me, for someone who could afford a small monthly payment, this was a good option for me. Is it something that I'll keep until the end of time? I don't know. If something better were to come along at a really, really, really good price and I happen to have some money, you know, there's options, you know, there's always that option. But I wanted to give you kind of a little rundown, a little review. And also the padding is pretty good. The padding's, now you can tell how it kind of, how it's not like the tightest vinyl, but it's okay. You do a lot of moving on there. You know, you got a lot of pressure. The vinyl is probably cheap to some people. It's okay to me. And like I said, you got a lot of pressure that's pushing on it, and you're kind of moving a little bit, and there's, you know, a lot of weight moving, so it's holding up really well. You know, I'm okay with that. It's a good feeling bench, and I'm happy with that. Let me touch on, before I sign off, I almost signed off before telling you, but some of the frame was bent. One piece, where the hook's down here, I know you probably can't see, but the main frame comes down and hooks on that bottom piece, and the part of that frame that hooks right there had a little wobble in it, a little, not wobble, but a bend. So I had to take my vice grips and kind of bend it out and get it straight again. And then also this foot plate is crooked. Now you can't see it that well right now, but it has a lean to it. And it was real bad whenever I got it. It was real bad, like cocked or leaning, whatever. It just didn't, it wasn't super straight, I'll say. But what I did was I kind of stomped on it and kind of maybe bent some stuff correctly. You just got to ignore that. That's metal on metal. So that's the way it goes. But it was just, it's kind of cocked a little crooked, you know? And, but anyway, I kind of slammed my foot on one side and kind of managed to bend it or whatever manipulate it a little bit straighter. So it does have some issues. Titan is known to have some issues with their construction, and kind of their quality sometimes. I do think it's a good machine. I really do. It could be better. So anyway, that's kind of my little rundown of the Titan compact leg press hack squat machine. And yeah, if you want, check them out. There's other brands out there as well. Check them out. And anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beatdown. And don't forget, guys, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it, and we'll see you later.
Get up, get out, get rad, and do it to it!